Kong's call here at one of the busiest and most efficient harbors on Earth.
Hello, John. Is the Coda Timo cleared for Singapore this afternoon? Roger. 1,500 tons of general cargo.
What time? Pilot on board. Over.
Your pilot will board your vessel by 1800 hours. By 1800 hours. Over.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Over and out.
Hong Kong's magnificent natural harbor and geographic position have long made it a call on major shipping routes. The port has recently been modernized to accommodate the newest container ships, but 2,000 lighters and junks still handle its other cargo. The workday over, they return to the protection of the typhoon shelters like a miniature Oriental armada. The new container ships have smaller crews and less potential business for the Longs. But Mr. Long feels that even in these changing times, their expertise and connections with shipping lines will allow their business to prosper. In China, a man's children were his only social security. A proverb says, rear sons for old age and store grain against famine. In modern Hong Kong, old customs are gradually changing. But aboard the Long junk, they are highly regarded. Mr. Long is very much in charge of the money. He dispenses it to his children and contributes to his parents' support. He expects that someday his sons will do the same for him. Many threads of Chinese custom bind this family together. The Long's marriage was arranged. Just as they bowed to their parents' wishes, they have taught their children to respect and obey them. But traditional ties seem to be weakening. Mrs. Long had chosen a wealthy older man for her eldest daughter to marry. The girl refused, defying the ageless patterns of Oriental obedience so carefully woven by Chinese families over the centuries. It is said, if the family lives in harmony, all affairs will prosper. So when day ends, 3 generations of Longs gather to share an evening meal. Our Wai will take his turn keeping watch through the night. Because the boat is old and in danger of sinking, the family will go ashore to sleep.
Oh my God!
Within this family, many of the tensions that strain Hong Kong are mirrored. The clash of Eastern and Western values, of ancient and modern ways, give new meaning to the words of a Chinese sage. It is easier to rule a kingdom than to regulate a family. Hong Kong awakens early. By first light, fishing boats have already set sail for the shimmering crescent of harbor. And on city streets, the people of the colony begin to move to an ancient rhythm. Devised by a Taoist master of the Song dynasty, the flowing movements of Tai Chi Chuan are as continuous as the cycles of the earth. Creating a refuge of serenity, they place the participant in touch with the rhythm of the universe, rendering him inner peace and tranquility. Throughout the colony, there are those who seek their peace in many ways. Hong Kong is a city of shrines. 1,000 places of worship serve the devout. The faithful burn incense, perform ancient rites, make offerings, meditate, and pray in an eclectic but effective blending of ancestor worship, superstition, Buddhist and Taoist beliefs. Chim sticks are used to divine one's fortune. The stick that separates itself from the others has a number that corresponds to a message. A soothsayer will interpret the message to answer the question in the seeker's heart. If man can but discern the will of the gods, good luck can be courted, disaster averted. The Chinese believe that heaven determines fate on earth. The mysteries of supernatural forces have played a powerful role in the life of Mrs. Long. In the veneration of ancestors, it is believed that those who die without children cannot be honored, for there will be no descendants to worship them. So it was that Mrs. Long was sold to a family whose son had died. To appease his spirit, his parents bought him a daughter. Thus, Mrs. Long became the daughter of a ghost. How cruel that when her second son was born prematurely, a fortune teller prophesied the child would bring the family bad luck, and her mother-in-law forced her to give the baby away.